Now, if you're looking to just grow a few things that taste good, or feed your family, or just improve the quality of the salad at your dinner table, you need to know gardening is a long game. And it's more than just digging a hole, dropping a seed, and adding water. There's all kind of factors. But the secret I found mysteries behind mulch. You know your garden is a long game, and if you're a first-time gardener, I suggest you start small. This is the way we started. And you're always going to be adding mulch. Come on, let's take a look at the garden. Now, if you're like me and have problems with weeds and fertility in the soil, you might want to listen to what I've learned. Well, it can be best demonstrated if we look at the old garden versus the new garden. So where I just came back from, everything over here to the fence, all the way up to where we're at right now, and everything from right here over to the fence where the potatoes are and the onions are right now, back down to about here, last August, this all looked like this. If we compare the difference to what we just outlined, that's only had mulch on it for a few months. This has had mulch on it for a few years, several different applications. You got to keep adding. And here's one of the secrets that I found. By adding mulch, let's just remove some of this and take a look. Look at this. Look at our friends. Look at the worms that we have underneath here. And that's just some of the bigger life. But I can just take and dig down in here. That mulch has turned hard clay, infertile soil into this rich, beautiful, and what we can't see in here is the micro life, the stuff that breaks up the rock that makes up the earth. And that rock has all the minerals that your plants are ever going to need. Meaning, if you struggle with fertility in your soil, you can either buy chemical fertilizer or you can add mulch and let nature take its course. But it's a long game. It doesn't happen overnight. This has had mulch on it for 4 or 5 years. Just look at that soil. I've had several really nice harvests out of this patch right here. And if you were with me yesterday, we just pulled our garlic out of here. I'll be planting in this weekend. So 4 inches thicker, suppresses the weeds, and the mulch itself encourages the life that your plants need to thrive. Let's go ahead and take a look at the newest part of the garden and some of the reasons you might think you're failing. But you're not. It's a long game. Remember that. Come on, let's take a look. Right here's a really good example. We've got some Bermuda grass coming up. And if you're in an area that has that kind of grass that likes to run and root, just remember, it needs photosynthesis. So we got to work at it a little bit. But here's the reason. This is not 4 inches thick. Right here is a great big pile, but as you get down to the edge of it, it thins out. And with the rain that we've had this year, the life is working to break it down, and it's no longer 4 inches thick. So it gives those old runners an opportunity to search for the sun. You see, that's not 4 inches thick. That's barely an inch thick, if that much. So the mulch just kind of comes up around this stuff pretty easy. They're a little thicker right there, but it's still not 4 inches. It wants to photosynthesize, so it wants that green to get up out of the mulch. So just by us working at it a little bit, we open that up and we take as much of that root out as we can. See, it's mostly root. Once it gets a little bit of sun, it'll poke up through. But once we cover this back up, it's going to have a harder time and it will grow back less. And you might have to work at it a couple times, but you'll get rid of it. Then we'll come back and add the proper amount of mulch, which is 4 inches. Now, we put down a lot when we started. That's what I keep telling you. It breaks down much faster than you think. I never said I didn't weed, I just said I didn't like to weed. Since this is a pretty invasive grass, I would not put this in your compost pile or just drop it on your garden. Go ahead and remove it out of your garden. Our little container is 6 inches. Now we know we've got 6 inches of mulch. Let me get a couple more in here. Your mulch will tell you when it's starting to get thin. And this really only occurs in the newest part of the garden. And obviously by the end of the season, the rest of the garden has used most of your mulch. You got to remulch it anyhow. And your soil wants to stay covered. If you're not going to put mulch down, it's going to grow something. Right here's a really good example. You were here with me when we planted this asparagus over in this new area. And I didn't know how much mulch to put down on them because I've never grown asparagus before. But since you're supposed to let them grow that first year, I figured they didn't need too much competition, so I've left this open. And I've got 6 or 7 different kinds of normal grasses and weeds trying to come up right in this area. We've got all 6 of the asparagus have come up, plus a couple squash that came up on their own. So I will go through here and clean this up and add mulch. But in this case, I wanted to leave this open, but this right here gives a really good example of why the ground wants to stay covered. And you just swing around a few feet. This is the old part of the garden where the blackberries are. Blackberries are running like they're supposed to. They're gonna be ripe here pretty quick. But it's virtually weed-free. By solving the problem of too many weeds in the garden, I stumbled across a couple secrets. You put that organic material down 4 inches thicker, preferably thicker, because it gets used up really fast. You create the life in the soil, and really you weed less, you water less, you actually have less bug problems. Healthy plants have less bug problems. We're out here in the country and there are bugs, and yeah, they like to eat what we like to eat. Sometimes you gotta share, but we have a method for that. We just plant heavy. Coming into this Memorial Day weekend, we got a bunch of sweet potato slips that need to go in the ground, and I hope you join me for that. And remember, you can do this too. Until next time, take care of yourself, take care of your family, and God bless you. Come on, let's plant. Let's go plant garden.